Hey everyone, Cranky here, the guy with the awful YouTube channel. The gameplay is just domination on hijacked, but you know that's not really too important. It's an alright gameplay, nothing too special. It's just really I just keep going for the points in dom really. Just played the objective well. That's pretty much it. Anyway, so the commentary today is the Steam box, or kind of a little bit of a war between the next generation consoles. Now, not too much is known about the Steam boxes yet. But Valve have confirmed that they will be making it in-house, and they also have originally it was linked that it was going to be outsourced by Dell or something like that, and then Steam was just going to put the Steam engine on it. But now it's looking as if they've confirmed that they're going to make it themselves, so that's interesting. And I've read some reports. The reason why I'm doing this video now is that I read some reports today. Now, obviously, that could be bullshit, but they're everywhere, that they're going to try to release it in Q1 2013. Now that's January, February, and March. So I mean that's a bit weird if you're releasing a console without really showing much of it. I guess Sega did that a few years ago, but I guess they're probably trying to get the jump on the 720. I use quotes for that, and the PlayStation 4. I use quotes for that as well. They'll probably called something retarded. The Xbox Infinity Gaming or something retarded. So they'll obviously want to get a jump on them to get early sales before that's going to happen, because right now all we've got is the Wii U, and yeah, I don't think too many hardcore gamers. And if you found this, you're probably you're in that realm of being a hardcore gamer. If you're looking at YouTube and you're looking at videos and things like that, you're around there. Even if you're not really that good, you're still sort of around that hardcore gamer mark. So obviously not all of us are going to be lining up for the Wii U to play like some random, I don't know, Mario Party 7004. So it's not really that interesting for us, where the Steam box is quite it's going to be quite revolutionary for us. I hope it does moderately well. Even if it does really well, that's even better, because this will light a fire up PlayStation and Xbox's ass. I know I've got an Xbox, so I used to have a PlayStation, but I just had so many problems with it. I kept having to send it back for warranty reasons, and then it got hacked, so I just went, fuck this. I didn't bother getting a new one, and I just kept my Xbox, and it's still going. I've got an arcade Xbox, but I upgraded for the one with a better hard drive, but my arcade Xbox still turns on, no red rings, no nothing. I think I got a bit lucky there. Anyway, so you guys log on. If you look at games in demand, there are games like Skyrim here in Australia that are like $110. I think overseas that's like $65. I think you pay $60 in America for games. So our general price here in Australia is $100 for a game, and they don't go down. They do not go down on these things. Where if you look at Steam, like they have sales all the time. Imagine having that on your console. That would be great, and it would probably light that fire up their ass to, I don't know, maybe implement some of those things, like have an Xbox Live sale or have this sale, not just some random arcade game that's like 400 Microsoft points off. Because at the moment, that's what they do. I mean, that's all they do. They just they lower a couple of games, but nothing too big. I think Perfect Dark Zero is $30, which is ridiculous, seeing that game came out on launch of this thing, and it is shit. It is the worst game I've ever. Oh my God, my friend and I tried to clock it one night. We just got drunk and tried to clock it, and I swear, like, our friendship nearly ended over that shitty game. Anyway, enough about myself. So it is quite interesting. Now, if it is going to be released in the Q1, then you'd be expecting an announcement shortly, probably just before Christmas, so all the media outlets can then distribute it and talk about it before they go on Christmas break, give us a bit of time to mull over it, and then maybe release some more information on it once we get back. You'd think that would be the way to go, because you'd want, if you're going a Q1 release, so that's what would say March, because they're not going to, I mean, January is a bit ridiculous, because January's less than 30 days away. So you can't imagine that it hasn't leaked information about a console if it's 30 days away from being launched. So yeah, it should be good. Now that also comes under, will, places like Electronics Boutique or GameStop or wherever you buy your games, would they stock the games, or would it just be like Steam, like you just buy it online? Because the 720 and the PlayStation 4 have both confirmed that you will be able to buy games online, maybe a few more games than you did before, but you can still buy it from GameStop, and you still can buy it from we got EB in Australia and a few other stores. So I mean, that's really the. So I mean, it's interesting to see, like, will there be a Steam box shelf, or maybe they don't need to advertise that much, and we haven't learned a great deal about it, because the only thing that these places are going to be stocking is the console. That's it. And whether these places would stock the console, because I couldn't imagine it would do well for GameStop or something like that if people just bought the console and that's it. Because if people just bought the console, then, well, obviously, and you can't buy any games, they don't get that return market. They just get a once-off, oh, here's $500, that's cool, we'll shove that in our pocket, but we don't get the continuous, like, back for the games and the trade-in games, because I know they make a killing off the trade-in games. They wouldn't get that anymore, like they do with the 360 and the PlayStation 3 that they get currently, and games from before. So it would be interesting to see what happens there, and whether there's some games that Microsoft won't allow to go on there, because I know this might kick up a bit of a stink between them, because they have completely gone onto a Linux engine, well, a Linux based, and Gabe Newell, he always badmouths Windows. So whether this is going to be some sort of competition that's going to end badly, because Microsoft, you know, I know are already a little bit pissed off with the way Gabe Newell's business practices. And so, especially with games, and I know there's a few publishers that aren't too happy with the way he does things as well. But, I mean, in-house, they make some pretty good games. And, you know, if they can distribute that on a console and distribute that on a computer, then you're pretty much aces. Now, the only sticky points really for everyone is going to be price, because it can't be too expensive, because the whole thing of, like, it's going to be a computer for your living room, I don't expect that to happen. I expect it to be a console that runs with Steam, so get cheaper games. That's pretty much the majority of it. It would be great if it could be upgradable, and there'd be a few other things, but I doubt that would be the case. It'd probably just have, like, a 5-year lifespan. I think consoles having an 8-year lifespan, or 8-9 years, I think that's over. I think we're moving too fast to have an 8 or 9 year lifespan with a console. I think it's going to be more 5 or 6 years, but I mean, I don't obviously work for these companies, so we'll find out. But I think that's probably a better way of doing things, just because it's the games come out. Yeah, you kind of, it's hard to explain, but you see that the games now aren't really improving a massive amount, and you see them on computer, and they're just beautiful. And, you know, obviously consoles and computers, like, I mean, I can buy a new computer every 2 years or so, but I can't buy a new Xbox every 2 years. So, you know, it's obviously where the problem is there. So maybe a 5-year lifespan for a console, but I mean, we'll see. If they still make money, because they do make money off these consoles, especially the Xbox, then I guess they don't really care too much when it comes out. People are still buying it. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you want, you can log on to my Twitter. That's at Cranky13Acre, so CrankyBaker, but with a 1 and 3 as a B. You can comment down. What do you guys think about the console, or are you guys going to get it? Because I probably will. I probably will avoid Sony, just because I've had so many problems with them. So I'll probably have an Xbox and a Steam box. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Like, I think those two would work pretty well in my living room. Xbox mostly because all my friends are on Xbox, and then a Steam box, you know, maybe I can get some cheaper games or something like that. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. Just, yeah, subscribe, like, do whatever the fuck you want on my channel. You can tell me I'm gay if I want. You can just shove it in the comments. Just be like, dude, I think you're gay. I don't care. Ask me any questions. I do answer every question. So if you want to write that, that's no problems at all. All right, too easy, guys. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.